circle around to Baltimore, and a 62-year-old, this was so sad, so sad. A 62-year-old man with a long history of violence has been charged in the killing of Evelyn Player, a 69-year-old woman whose stabbing death inside her East Baltimore church last month shocked the city. 69-year-old in our church, and Manzi Smith Jr. was taken into custody Wednesday night for the November slaying, which occurred at the Southern Baptist Church in East Baltimore. Apparently, investigators linked Smith through forensic evidence. He said there was no indication that the suspect and the victim knew each other. However, Smith has a long history of attacking women, dating back to 1979. At age 19, he was first convicted for raping a woman who asked him for directions. He was sentenced to 15 years in prison. In 1992, he was again convicted of rape and assault with intent to rob and sentenced to 30 years in prison. He was paroled, and in 2014, he was sentenced to 8 years in prison after he knocked down and robbed a 64-year-old woman. Obviously, he was paroled. They said that he received treatment for mental health issues at Spring Grove Hospital Center before pleading guilty to the 2014 robbery charge. And he was placed on supervised release, which ended in October. And in November, he went and killed Miss Player. And it was DNA evidence that was recovered from the scene while they matched Smith to it, because they couldn't figure out who killed her or whatever. So if it wasn't for DNA, they wouldn't have known who did it. And he stabbed her to death inside a bathroom at the church. And apparently the reason why he was at the church was because he's a laborer at the church. He's been going to the church for a couple of years. He's been working as a laborer there. And she was just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, because she only went to the church to open the doors so that construction workers could have gotten access to the church to do work. And it was somebody else who came upon her and saw that she was stabbed in the bathroom and all of that stuff. So he just have something against women. He's always attacking, robbing, raping, stabbing women, dating back to 1979. And see, this little 69-year-old woman, I go about her business and do her something, and but at the end of the day, if him did want to go back to jail, all him have to go do, I probably rob a convenience store and go back to jail, because I don't think he knows how to function outside of jail. When you spend that much time in jail, you get institutionalized. So you don't know how to function outside of jail, outside of the structure what jail give you. But his history, in a 1979, he get 15 years. In a 1992, he get 30 years. In a 2014, he get 8 years. That's crazy. And they keep letting him out. Like, after the second one where you get 30 years, like, them shouldn't let him out of prison. Them should not have let him out of prison. I know a family is mourning the death of their mother because this idiot And apparently at one point in one of the trial, they claimed that he was incompetent to stand trial because he was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder, bipolar, the bipolar type. That's crazy. Sorry for the parents, and sorry for the people, but it is what it is. Colleen says, you see the fears, this is why some not to get parole. He should not have gotten parole at all. Colleen says the man's sick. Lindsay says he's wicked. Colleen said might as well him just stay there. Exactly. And Enid says from your same face, you do have to ask what him is. Image should not, from him get the second sentence, what give him 30 years, that sentence alone should have made him stay in jail. That sentence, he should not have gotten out because that's a pattern. But we're moving about